So AI is affecting many different industries, but there's a lot of pros and cons, specifically in the healthcare industry. And people come up to me and they say, Rich, what do you think is going to be the effect of AI on people's health? What is going to happen when a doctor says to their patient, your records are in the cloud, all your records are created using AI technology, stating, hey, this is what happened to you. That gives me a little bit of, butterflies in my stomach, and gives me a little bit of uncertainty of saying, hey, a doctor is, using AI to say what your issue is. I loved it when a doctor used to have that their pad, they still do, a lot of a pen and paper, and they would say, you're sick, you have a cold, you have a sore throat, you have a nasal congestion. But going forward, they could just type into their phone, which is as something or whatever it is, and then it goes into the cloud and basically could be used potentially by other healthcare doctors. I think that in that respect, I think AI is very helpful. I have a friend of mine that's in the healthcare technology sector, and I oftentimes speak with them and I say, how is AI affecting your business? What do you think is going to happen going in the future? And he says that in terms of the record, not necessarily the creating of the records, but the safekeeping of the records and AI is fascinating, because right now, a lot of things are very antiquated in the healthcare world. You have a folder in the hospital, and it says that you were in the hospital for X amount of time and that you need this particular prescription. But with AI, right, you could store all these medical records together. And let's say, for example, you move to another state, easily those records could be sorted out through AI using this technology. And my friend is in this space and he says that it's only going to be getting better and a lot more complicated. But I think that ultimately, that AI in healthcare and the pharmaceutical world, I think is a little bit dangerous. Could you imagine AI giving the wrong prescription? So I think that's where it gets a little bit hairy and a little bit complicated, and I think a little bit unsafe. I think that doctors and people in that particular space have to be very careful with that. I think that certain things it may be helpful for, certain things I think you have to be very, very cautious on, because you're dealing with people's health. I think when it comes down to like health insurance and some of the business stuff and the billing, I think the healthcare billing stuff is really fascinating too. When people go through insurance and then have to bill you and do co-pays and all that stuff, I think that's where AI could be very, very helpful, because you don't need to calculate it anymore. You don't need all this stuff. Maybe up pops the receipt for a particular surgery that happened and it's sent to you. That's really, really cool. Ultimately, I think that healthcare AI is going to be a very hot topic going forward. It's affecting everyone in the healthcare world, and I'm excited to see what happens going forward.